Hi, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris news.
Avengers reassemble. That's you.
Transport with pride.
Charge your car! It's a Small World reopens.
DLP loves GOTG. We already have exciting things going on the chat. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney fans, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris show. I'm seeing so many exciting countdowns. I also know that my mic needs turning up.
I'm on it. Give me a chance.
I know, I'm just vamping while we do. Can't hear Lucy or Hugh.
How very strange.
This is why we love the
That's better.
the live tech check.
Hugh's not talking either, so.
Talk, Hugh.
Hello. Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry about that. One of the buttons have been pressed.
Right, we're all good.
It's depressed now.
So,
A little
oh
bit like
no,
me.
all this exciting chat is getting buried in mic talk. So I did see that, I think it was Wits Wanderlust have just been on the Disney Dream.
Ooh.
So jealous. The Dunn family, did they have 4 weeks to... Do you know what? I'm going to let Hugh do this. So let's go straight into it because he's got the list.
Who are they?
All aboard, please.
Ooh, that was a good one.
First in the chat was the Dunn family, and they say, yay, first in the chat, as if that's a surprise. Hello, Dunn family. 4 weeks now till me and Katie will be at DLP. Can't wait. Daddy and daughter trip. Gareth Pierce is here. Bet you are extremely excited.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to the Dunn family, I imagine. Not us, because
Hello, Gareth.
are we excited?
I'm
141
excited.
days for Gareth, it says.
Anne F is here in the house, as is John and Hannah. This time next week, I'll be in DLP, says Hannah.
Oh, so jealous.
Scottish
Ooh.
Claire is here.
Ooh.
Hi, everyone. Ooh, only 4 weeks, Dunn family. I'm excited for you. Wits Wanderlust, as you said before, missed the last few weeks because they were on the Disney Dream. Whew.
Some excuse.
We need to go on the Disney Dream, Hugh.
Hello also to Philippa and Diogo and David. Aloha from Hawaii.
Go on, say it. Say it. What's the town called? Kanoe.
Kaniohe.
Kanyohe?
Kaniohe.
Say it like Stitch and then it won't matter as much.
Kaniohe.
Yay. But still, that's somewhere else for our map. I'm really excited about that. That's a whole bunch of islands that we can check off our map.
Yes.
And Arin comes flying in at the last second. Hello, Arin.
But Jimmy is heading to Walt Disney World tomorrow. Are you packed, Jimmy? Are you packed? See, if it was me, I would have been packed weeks ago.
Oh,
but
wait a minute.
Are you looking at last week's chat again?
No, but I'm missing loads. It was normally it switches to top chat, and when we switch it to all messages, it's the same. But this time, a whole mess of people spilled out when I switched over, so I probably missed loads of people.
Oh, no.
So hello also to Jenny. 230 days, which seems long, but I'm planning the reveal. Ooh. Jimmy, aforementioned Jimmy. Philippa, 15 days. Kira, mic issues. Katia is here. And who is Nate? Question mark. Team Confetti is also here, as is Pauline and Emma. And think that's it.
Well, this is exciting. I mean, all these trips getting planned, all these reveals getting planned, all these exciting things. I feel like we can bask in the glory of your combined countdowns, and I'm excited.
Jimmy's going tomorrow.
That's unbelievable.
Jimmy Eat World.
I mean, shouldn't you be in bed,
Disney
Jimmy?
World.
You know, getting yourself on American time.
I said to Whitney that being on the Disney Dream was a poor excuse, and she says, with the price of that Wi-Fi, Chris, it is an excuse.
It is. Yeah. I took a picture of Bonnie on the, what was it called? The staycation cruise.
Oh, yeah.
I took a picture and I thought I'll just use the Instagram filter. And somehow it snuck through while we were in the waters.
Ooh.
And to this day, it surprises me because I just thought we were in the middle of the sea with no signal.
Never work.
And then one photograph snuck through.
Perhaps, just perhaps,
People were,
we
like,
were
liking it.
kind of getting close enough to the route that we took stayed quite close to shore, didn't it? I wonder if we got some residual rays.
Maybe there was a cell on a buoy out at sea
Perhaps.
that you happen to just go past.
Perhaps.
Can
That
I
would be
just say,
good.
for all you people who are looking forward to your trips and everything, sat here as I do every week, I'm incredibly jealous of you all because I have nothing booked.
Well, neither do we technically. Oh, we do have one planned, which I say all the time. And we did, like, this is so wet. We did once again look at dates and prices last night and still, once again, didn't click go. It's because we're still waiting to do about tickets. What would you do about tickets, Chris, in our situation? For those who don't know, very briefly, they've taken annual passes off sale and our plan was to go and rebuy our annual pass. And now we don't know whether to buy 4-day tickets or wait for the annual pass.
I'd kick off if I were you. I'd just kick off.
Just kick off.
Yeah, ring them up and say, look, it is not on. Do you have any idea who I am?
Who do you know who I am?
Who am I?
Or just, like, suck it up. I would stay on site if I were you because you get better value for your money, probably.
Oh, that's questionable. That's questionable. We
Yeah.
could debate that for a long time,
As
but
we
I think
say-
that we should get on some news instead.
Okay.
I always say, oh, sod the cost. We're staying on site. And then we look at the cost and we go, I can't,
Yeah, that's
How
I
much?
can't justify
Yeah.
that.
No, I know.
I think when we get the annual passes, the next one will be on site and try and use an AP discount. But before we get the annual passes, we can't afford really.
You could try and find someone who has an annual pass who's willing to give you a couple of days. And,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how that works. Anyway, I'm going on, guys, to some news.
Oh, you do go on.
Avengers reassemble. So, I'm a bit upset about this because this would be when we were going. The Avengers Power of the Night drone show, which looks amazeballs. If you haven't seen it, it's a drone show that kind of makes the Captain America logo in the sky and then Thor's hammer smacks into the Tower of Terror, and it's just awesome. And I love a drone show more than I love a fireworks show, if I'm honest. Anyway, it will end on the 8th of May, which is tomorrow. Boo! But good news! It will return on the 1st of September. Yay! Until the 5th of November. Yay! Woo! But bad news. Boo! We were planning on going in August. Boo! So we would miss it. And if we did another trip this year, we were going to go August and possibly Christmas. And would also miss it.
No.
And now I'm like double boo because I said right since that was announced that's something that would get me back to Disneyland Paris. I'm like, that looks ace. And we're going with a little boy who loves Spider-Man. And
Me.
He
Hi,
would
me.
absolutely love that drone show. So I'm a bit gutted about that. But, you know,
Not me.
big ups to people who get to see it. Why do you think it is? My theory is it's the late nights. Because it doesn't get dark enough early enough during that time period. And the Walt Disney Studios doesn't traditionally open as late as Disneyland Park does,
No,
does
it
it?
doesn't. No, it usually shuts around 8 or 9, doesn't it? Yeah.
So I think that's the reason. And you can't really argue with that. You can't really stamp your foot and pout and get them to change what time the sun goes down. But
You could
not going to
try.
lie, I am gutted.
Can I just say, Hugh, I wanted to give you a massive high five over the top of Lucy then for our efforts there. Because whilst Lucy was chatting away, Hugh stuck Thor's hammer on onto underneath the close-up camera, and I noticed this at the same time, and so I just did it. It's a really small thing. It's not really worth mentioning, but when the technical stuff works, it's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yep.
Kira has said, just to rub salt into my open wound, Power of the Night equals favourite show ever in DLP. Literally worth rescheduling a trip to see it.
I've watched it on YouTube.
I
Does that
might
count?
reschedule a trip to see it.
Be a lot easier, wouldn't it, if they hadn't taken annual passes away?
Wouldn't it? We could conceivably go right at the end of August so that we get the 1st of September as a day, because I don't think we're back at school till the 5th of September. We'll see.
Just another one from a technical point of view. I apologise if the camera keeps jerking, because I'm not entirely sure why it's doing it, but it seems to be resolving itself every now and again, so hopefully it won't last forever. Don't entirely know what's going on there. We'll figure it out.
Do you think, Jenny asks, they will do a different Christmas one? That's an interesting thought.
Like a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special drone show?
I think they will do something at Christmas, which would make sense as to why it's stopping, because they have done Goofy's. I can never remember the names of these shows. It'll be something to do with Goofy's Enchanted, Wishful, Magical,
A very goofy Christmas.
Yeah, Iridescent Christmas. A very goofy Christmas. They did this thing on the Tower of Terror, and that was one of my favourite DLP shows. It was really, really good.
It was great. Turned the Tower of Terror into boxes of presents.
And then deconstructed it. It was very clever.
Yeah, it was good.
Camera's really going crazy, isn't it? It must be fun for you guys watching this. I'm not quite sure why it's doing it. We've got a good stream, got everything working.
It'd be
fine.
like 3D glasses if you take the 3D glasses
just
off.
breaking up constantly. Do you think if I unplug the close-up camera, it might stop doing it?
Possibly.
Don't know.
We're going to cancel the close-up camera in the hope that maybe that just resolves the issue.
Everything breaks.
Who knows?
Right, before I
Just
go on
doing
to some more
slow-mos and
news,
stuff is
I'm
fun, isn't
a bit thirsty.
Oh, are you?
Ole, it's showtime! All together! Your tiki 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 cup in your tiki 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 cup. Well, you made yourself a beverage, I'll drink it up from your tiki 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 cup.
So, go on, you go.
I got the wrong thing. Chris has brought something.
Yeah, I saw him in a shop the other day, and I told Hugh that I bought these, and he said, I always avoid those.
Yeah, I see them in Pound Stretcher, and I think, ooh, no.
Lucy looks horrified.
It's frog spawn.
It's basil seed drink.
Hashtag not spawn.
Yeah, which literally looks like it's got frog spawn in it. It's a bizarre thing.
Maybe it has.
Look at that. Those of you who can look. Those
Little
of you listening.
Bits of basil, is it?
It kind of looks like tapioca or sago.
Or frog spawn.
Or frog spawn. So which flavour would you like? Would you like to try the mango or the strawberry?
Strawberry, please.
Yeah. We're going to have them in Galaxy's Edge blue and green milk cups.
Here, you pour it. See what you make of that. What I'm going to do in
a satisfying glug for the ASMR folks out there. No, it's not glugging.
It's coming out in lumps.
Oozing out of the bottle.
Has anyone tried these before? Do we need to be worried for our safety? And also,
I've tried the flavoured water with aloe vera in it, and it's like got lumps of jellied aloe in it.
Interesting. It's a bizarre one, is this?
But this is the kind of thing I can imagine them serving in either Pandora or Galaxy's Edge or something. They do like the weird drinks.
Well, I did have 3, and I was going to bring one each, but Lucas stole one of them. The one he stole was blue. It was a tropical flavour.
It's quite nice.
It's very pleasant.
I quite like the texture. It tickles my lips.
It's like jelly when if you have jelly and ice cream and you just mix a jelly around until it sort of becomes more liquid. It's kind of like that, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have basil seeds in our teeth. Interesting.
The camera appears to have completely frozen, by the way, so I'm not even sure what's going on at the moment.
It's all right. It's working.
Oh, good. It's working.
Well, good.
I'm going to be rude for a minute because I'm going to try and do some technical stuff because
I think we're okay
we're
now.
working now. Is it?
Yeah,
Is it playing? Right. Well, I'm going to trust it for a minute.
Right. In that case, I'm going to carry on to the next piece of news, which was Transport with Pride. Now, this is less news and more just a public service announcement for anyone who is going to Pride at Disneyland Paris, which looks awesome, and I'm starting to get very jealous. And I'd like to go to this one year, I think. Anyway, if you're attending Disneyland Paris Pride, the trains won't be running late at night when Pride finishes, which I think is the wee hours of the morning. So the Magical Shuttle will be operating a special event shuttle between 1:30 and 2:30 a.m. I didn't know there was such a time. To Bercy, Châtelet and Concorde. Presumably they're somewhere in metropolitan Paris. I don't know. So this is people who need to get back to like the centre of Paris who aren't staying nearby. So that's less news, more just FYI, if anyone needs that information. You can't get a train, you can get a bus. DLP got your back, bro.
To a certain extent, imagine.
To a certain extent.
If you're going to one of those 3 places.
Yeah.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Very good.
More news.
More?
You can now charge your car. I am amazed this is a new thing, and I need to look up whether this is already a thing. But you can now charge your electric car at Disneyland Paris. There are new charging points in the Infinity parking area. These are for pass holders only in the Infinity parking area. They are not yet operational.
Fully operational.
It was announced they are testing for a wider rollout, which suggests there aren't other electric charging points. And I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
With all that solar power, you'd have thought they'd have chucked them all in there.
I know.
Charge your car using the solar energy.
And nearly everywhere seems to have charging points now, like the sports centre car park and the train station car park. And IKEA was the first place I ever knew to do it, but now it seems like everywhere.
You know, I wonder, because we've got some at work. When a company puts them in, are they just like, is that just a goodwill gesture from the company?
It depends, doesn't it? Because a lot of places you pay for it.
Yeah.
You plug in and you have to go on an app and
Like a vending machine.
Yeah.
effectively, yeah. So if you go to a service station, for instance, you pay for your electricity there. But a company like a workplace probably just does it out of the kindness of their hearts. But 4 charging points 2 years ago is probably enough, whereas it's getting more and more now, isn't it? So, yeah.
And I'm also thinking, if you drive a long way in your electric car, like from the ferry, for example, and then you're in DLP for 8, 9, 10 hours, you know, it's not like a supermarket shop, is it? You'll want to charge your car, won't you?
Well, you'd need to.
Yes,
you'd also
you would
need
need
charge
to.
it on the way as well, I would imagine, because it's a 3-hour drive, isn't it, from the thing? So you'd probably have to stop and charge it on the way as well.
So good. I'm glad about this. I'm surprised if it's a new thing. And if anyone wants to say, oh, Lucy, they've had charging points in a different area for a while, I would believe you.
Or
but
similarly, if they don't have them and you have an electric car, what did you do?
Well, I would presume they'd have it at hotels. Do you think they would have it at the Disneyland hotels?
I don't know.
Maybe they've got it at the Disneyland hotels, but just not in the main parking area. Anyway, these are currently in the Infinity Pass area, so not everyone can use these either. Okay, something to look into. If you've got an electric car, look into this. Report back. We're dirty petrol pumpers. I really did want to buy a hybrid this time, but pennies. Right. June Anderson says, hello, for the Pride event, if you do not have a ticket to the event but you have park tickets, do they kick you out of the park for the event time? I believe it's
Aggressively.
only in the studios though, which tends to close earlier, and the answer is yes, but you'll still be able to go in the park. Am I right that it's only in the studios?
I don't know. It was last year, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the answer is yes, June. Unfortunately, that is the downside. However, there will be another park for you to go into.
If you're really lucky, they'll divert you around the park into strange places you wouldn't normally go and behind some of the magic. And it'll, that'll happen if you're lucky.
So the main Disneyland park will be open, and it'll be open late.
Aaron says, Pride is only in the studios.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we have confirmation from the chat.
There.
Cool. Right. Moving on. Oh, I'm being efficient today, aren't
Is there
I?
more?
We've barely tangented today. Barely.
20 minutes in and we've nothing else
We'll
to say
see.
after this.
We'll see.
Small World reopens.
Literally last week you were saying, when is it? The 24th or the 25th of May?
Has anyone been? Do we know what they've done? Have they
We-
sorted the ceiling out?
They have not sorted the ceiling out. Let me get all my news out. So it reopened on Friday to everybody. It reopened on Thursday to special people. Guests received a commemorative card and booklet.
They look
Now,
nice.
this is the kind of thing I would like pay an exorbitant airplane fee to get a little piece of card because I am that kind of obsessive.
Bear in mind, they did a limited edition blueprint of Avengers Campus on the opening day that they gave to everybody, and you could buy that in the shop when I went there in the summer. So that was a couple of months after, wasn't it? Because I've got one at home. It's really
Oh,
cool.
very good.
One day I'm going to frame it and stick it up on the wall. But I haven't
Stick it
done
on the
that yet.
wall.
That'll be the same time that I sort this map out, won't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
So you never know. It might be that they've got that they have a surplus of them, and they'll be available for monies in one of the shops locally. to it.
Yay!
Maybe. You never know.
A cast choir performed. I think that's
Aw.
just lovely. They had all dressed
did
in
they
the
sing?
uniform. They sang Ave Maria. I'm kidding. It's a small world.
For 4 hours
Yeah.
non-stop. In
Hannah's-
every language in the world.
Hannah says, will be my first time going on Small World. Can't wait to drag my boyfriend on. He hates it. Apparently, there's new disability figurines in wheelchairs, etc. Lovely touch.
Hannah, it won't just be your first time. It'll probably be your first 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 times.
It's been closed for 15 months. That's just a little fact for you. If you like facts, it's been closed for 15 months.
How many times have you been whilst it's been closed?
Once.
Was it just once? Oh, it was closing the week after you went last time or something, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was. And then of course we've been forced to have this year off for educational purposes. But yes, so that's really sad. Have we only been once in the last 15 months? That's upsetting me. Anyway, they've also reconfigured the queue in the outside to allow for premier access. Mixed feelings on that. To be honest, I think the only I don't think that will get used. The only reason to use it, because the queue is so consistently short, is they just want to be able to put more things
If
on
you've
the
got Ultimate.
list. Yeah, for the ultimate. They want to have this really long list of all these amazing rides you can go on. But truthfully, you don't need it for Small World. So I think
I've waited 20 minutes for it once, and that was the first time we went. Every other time I've been anywhere near it, it's been 5 minutes.
And I know this is a bit of a daft thing to say, but it's a quick 20 minutes as well, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah,
Because
it
you
is,
walk
it moves
forwards
constantly.
the whole
It's
time,
like,
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You don't even, I mean, it's not as nice a queue as Pirates of the Caribbean, but you don't notice it because it's... I was going to say it's an omni mover. It's not, but it's the same principle. Isn't it? It's constantly
It
moving.
goes really quickly.
Cartier, it's Cartier's favourite ride. And Cartier's been ever so sad
And yeah.
to walk by it and it's just be quiet. And then Emma says, we've been 3 times with it closed and Cartier has been so sad.
Aw.
Do you know what's really strange
making me
when
sad.
we went is because you think of that corner of the park, there's Bella Notte opposite it, but there was the gelato place which was always shut when we were there. And then there's that big entrance for the parade, and then there's that massive area that's Small World. And with the gelato place and Small World shut, if there didn't happen to be a parade about to start or something, it was weirdly quiet, that corner. Weirdly quiet. Like
Good place to chill.
Yeah, it was briefly. It won't be anymore. But it was strange. So I'm looking forward.
And now the restaurant's twice the size as well, isn't it? As we were talking about last week as well. So it's
So-
a buzzing hub.
What differences have they done? Who just told it? Hannah's already mentioned some of them. They put some disability figurines in there. They've also redesigned some of the outfits that are looking particularly swish. Not like, don't worry, they haven't like gone un-Mary Blairish. They've just had they've just zhuzhed them a bit because they were getting a bit old. So they look very, very vivid. They
Are they
look
all
very,
blinking
very
correctly now?
crisp and new. I hope so. All the aerial items are now working. Now, to be fair, I didn't necessarily notice that they weren't. Things like the flying carpets are going round and the balloon people are going up and down and things like that. But maybe I didn't know that something was meant to be moving, because apparently the magic carpets haven't worked in years and years, and I never noticed they weren't working. So maybe that's the thing. The lights in the final scene, DLP report described them as popcorn lights. I don't know if that's a technical term, but I know what they mean. The little tiny stud lights. Yeah. They've been replaced and reprogrammed, and are looking all vivid and flashy and good. And there's some extra lighting effects, such as the what do you call these lights that they have outside nightclubs?
Like searchlights.
Yeah, the searchlights have been added to the Hollywood scene.
That, yes.
And no, they haven't replaced the ceiling. 15 months, Disneyland Paris, but we won't moan. You've given us it back, and it sounds lovely.
Kira says, surprised about the time comments. I've never been on it in DLP, as every time I went, the line was 40 plus minutes. Bad luck, I guess. And then Hannah said, I did a virtual park day earlier. Small World was only 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to look what it is right now for you while people talk about...
Let's guess.
Yeah.
What time is it? 9? So it's 10 o'clock.
I'm going to say 15 minutes.
5 minutes. I think it's shut. This
Oh, no,
ride
yeah.
will be reopening soon.
It's late, isn't it?
It's only 5 to
No,
10.
it'll be 5 to 9
10.
in... Oh, yeah.
5 to 10.
It goes the other
What's
way.
closing times at the moment?
10, I think.
Oh, well.
So it might be shutting. So ignore this. This is a bad experiment.
Yeah.
I was thinking the clock went the other way.
I'm going to look anyway.
Okay.
5 minutes.
But
Because
yeah,
there's a good chance I could be right.
thing is, you will occasionally see it get up to 35 and 40 minutes, and you go, no way. And you go around and have an ice cream and look in a shop, and then you wander back 20 minutes later and it's gone down. That's my experience. We just don't do it if it's that much. But even on the busiest days, I've known it be 15
today,
minutes.
And it's 5 minute wait at the moment.
5 minute wait at 11 p.m.
No,
It shuts at 11. Ooh, I'm really not doing this world clock thing very well, am I? Is Small World part of the section they close off for fireworks? No, I don't think so. I think that kind of goes all around the carousel kind of area.
Not sure.
But I don't think that Peter Pan's flight gets cut off. So I think it kind of goes up to Carousel and Dumbo. But people, again, can correct me if I'm wrong.
I've always been in Discoveryland when it's firework time, so I can't comment.
Right, sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. My brain was thinking about something else, and everyone stopped talking.
I'm very tired.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
My
What have you
eyes
been
are all
doing?
closing.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
But we need to watch a gruesome
dance party?
true crime documentary tonight. You can't be tired.
Oh, which crime?
I don't know. We'll just find one. A multiple
Have
murders.
we not started a
usually
new
good.
one?
No, we finished the Boston bomber one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh. Is that the marathon?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's intense.
It wasn't good.
No. But-
It was a good documentary.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a good crime.
Anyone want some mango?
Yes, please.
I'm good, thank you. With my strawberry, I enjoyed that. I won't be having more.
Thank you.
So, DLP loves GOTG. That is, for you who don't know, that's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not Game of Thrones, which is what I thought earlier on.
That's because I missed the G off. Because I am silly.
I've had the Game of Thrones theme tune in my head ever since.
We saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 today, and it was good.
Yeah. I just want to say the circumstances under which we went to see this film, because we have,
This
as
is
a
nice.
family, been extremely busy. Oh, I'm going to say,
Bless you.
sorry, extremely busy. The last few months, incredibly, and I just can't justify like spending time or getting babysitters or anything to go see a film, and it be this how many hours long. And then today, Bonnie had a rehearsal that was 11 till 2. Very close to a cinema, and we said, should we just see what time Guardians of the Galaxy's on?
What actually happened was I said, we could maybe go to see Guardians of the Galaxy if it fits. And Lucy went, oh, I like that.
Because we were doing drop off and pick up, you see, so there's no point going home almost.
And it perfectly fit into that 3-hour window, just perfectly.
Where did you go?
We went to
Cineworld.
Cineworld.
It was an 11 o'clock showing. We dropped Bonnie off at 11. But as we all know, there's half an hour adverts. So we sauntered in.
And we were working out on the way there, right? It's 150 minutes, so it has to start at past for us to get out on time. 150 minutes?
Yeah, and it did. So it started at 2:30 and it finished at 3 minutes to 2. And we were meant to pick her up at 2. So we raced back to the theatre to pick her up. And then the rehearsal ran over by 45 minutes.
Oh, painful.
I know.
And then she's still rehearsing now as well.
Gone back.
She's gone back. They've had to come home, have the tea, and then go back for
This
the
is
tech
a
rehearsal.
long day.
I know, isn't it? But, free childcare. Well, it's not free, but it's childcare. Anyway, so we also watched Guardians of the Galaxy today, which I'm just extremely excited to tell you.
Diogo says that's some incredible time management.
Isn't it?
Thank you.
Isn't it? Right, so this is what DLP have done to celebrate said film. There is free free limited edition collectible cards while stocks last.
They love those collectible cards.
I
at the moment,
know,
don't
but
they? It's
thing
such a
is,
thing.
Chris, I would be all, if I was more of a regular and more of a local, I would be all over stuff like this. I would have to go this weekend to get that collectible card.
I can see that.
Free activity bulletin, cosmic mission for little heroes. I don't know what that means. This might be one of those like little treasure hunty scavenger hunt things that they do, which I really also enjoy and like. Star-Lord and Gamora greet guests at the last heroic welcome of the day. There is special cocktails at the Skyliner bar. There is the Spicy Ravager cocktail and the Flora Colossus cocktail. I don't think you know who Flora is unless you've seen the film. Just saying.
Spoiler.
I know.
Flora.
That's what they're calling it. Because, yes, I thought she was called something else as well. Guardian's Choco Orb at Stark Factory. Now, this looked well beau. It did.
Well, Bo.
Well beau. It was like, it looked like a solid chocolate orb,
Are you
and then you
looking for a
cracked
picture
it
of it so we can
open,
show
and
it?
it had like frozen mousse or maybe ice cream in it. It looked really, 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 really nice. And then they also had...
Oh, that's what Flora Colossus is, I think.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's that.
Flora Colossus biscuits
I won't show it. It might be a spoiler.
at the Web food truck. And, just merchandise. They were selling stuff, as they do. But the thing is with merchandise, I know they sometimes push it for an event like a film, but I kind of think it's probably there before and after as well. I think you're still going to be able to get Groot keyrings or whatever it was months down the line. So I won't bore you with the merchandise. But, lots of snacks, lots of drinks, meets and greets, and special cards.
I didn't hear the word Nutella. Or Lavash Kiri.
I think you can guarantee that this Flora Colossus biscuit has got Nutella in it. Guarantee? I don't know. My money would be on it, put it that way.
Sometimes it's jam.
Whatever happened to Laughing Cow? Is it still happening? Is it still a thing? Because
Yeah.
it's not been mentioned for a while, has it? Do you think
Yeah.
it's just become the norm now?
It's just what they call
just accept
it's
it.
just cheese.
No, they do. They do have things at like on the Avengers campus at the food truck and stuff that's themed to that. I'm sure they do. It's still there. It's doing its thing. Emma has just reminded me. Mantis has been in Disneyland California. That
saw
looked
that.
good. That looked so convincing. I thought that the real Mantis had like done a turn.
That's a bit like Star-Lord, isn't it? Because he looks really convincing, doesn't he?
He does from a distance because of the haircut and the build. Oh, you're being sarcastic.
That wig.
Andrew says, did anyone ever collect all the keys?
Ooh.
No.
I didn't. The solo show is here in the house.
Hey, Stan.
Thing is with the
we
keys.
finished your trilogy of reports last week, Stan, and we all enjoyed it.
We did.
Very much.
We're waiting for the prequel now, right?
I just have to go back to the keys because they started at like the Disney store, like one a month and stuff like that, and then they got out of control, like
Oh, they're not-
ridiculously out of control. You couldn't collect all of them, or even most of them, or some of them, because anyone who was collecting keys will by now have about 300 keys.
I think Andrew means the attraction keys at DLP, though.
Oh, okay, yeah, they did do that specifically,
Every now and again they bring a new one out, don't they?
but that kind of goes with all the other keys
They
as
go
well,
very
doesn't
quickly
it?
as well, don't they? I think they get bought very quick.
I was trying to get the hotel pins with the keys on, but they've stopped them.
Just on the Laughing Cow, Andrew also says, or the special partnership with the phone cases. Do you remember that?
Rhino.
Don't you miss news like that?
You know,
New phone
they,
case.
They teased us for like a week, didn't they? With like
Yeah,
a
something was coming.
countdown to a big, and we
And
all
over
thought,
Twitter again,
that's
new phone
it.
case.
Galaxy's Edge is coming to Disneyland Paris. We're so excited. Oh my goodness, they're going to build a third gate. And then
It's a
it
new
was
phone
like a
case.
new phone case. You tease.
It's like
You
Trump with his big
tease.
announcement just being some NFTs of him
Oh
looking
yeah.
old skinny.
Yeah, that was surreal.
So Hugh,
Yes.
mango basil seed drink. Could you imagine that as a mango whip jobby? Like as the juice around it, it'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
going to try that. Next time I make a pineapple whip at home, I'm going to use this for it because it's a bit thicker as well than just regular juice.
Mm.
I think it would cling quite nice.
It's chewy, is this? It's very chewy,
Yeah, there's something horrible about it,
but it's
but
nice.
it's also kind of comforting.
Mm.
I'd recommend, if you haven't tried it, if you've been into Home Bargains or other places and seen Basil seed drinks, I would recommend that you just give one a go just to see what you think.
Yeah.
And then you never have to have it again. It's fine.
I might have it again. It was nice. Now, I'm not sure why we're pushing this so hard, to be honest. But they were quite nice.
Well, it's not often we have something this interesting.
That's the end of my...
How dare you!
We've had Fanta for the last 3 weeks.
Drink your orange and pineapple cordial and stop complaining.
The question Stan has asked is it possible for a chewy drink to be a good drink? Yes, it is. Apparently. I'm surprised as well. I honestly am, but no, it's good.
I'm guessing bubble tea is quite similar because that's tapioca in its big chunky bowls of tapioca, isn't it? So that must be quite a slimy, strange experience as well.
It's all a bit weird, all this new lumpy drink stuff.
John says, my other half has just come running in to tell me that Kermit and Miss Piggy have been on the Coronation concert. Bit random, but fun to see that. I love
The Muppets.
that they know you well enough that to know you'd care about that they have to run.
Run in.
Like, literally run to tell you that. Like, oh, I have to tell John.
Kermit the Frog. Or, as he sounds currently, Kermit the Frog. Hello, I'm Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here.
How do you do a Matt Vogel impression? It's less like throaty and more like yeah, it's more like I'm Kermit the Frog. I'm Kermit the Frog. It's like that, isn't it? Bit more nasal.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
dear.
that was quite good.
Well,
A good Matt Vogel Kermit.
It's there's things that for when Christopher sat next to me finally goes to Walt Disney World, that it's like you've got to hit that. And it's not stuff like Expedition Everest and Flight of Passage and all the big things. It's like Muppets 3D. You would love Muppets 3D. Tiki Room, Muppets 3D, Country Bear Jamboree, have a Dole Whip, come home. That's all you need to
Splash
do.
Mountain as well. Although it's not Splash Mountain anymore. I know.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. We
Whatever
just
it's called Tiana's Salt Mine.
We just got back from GOTG Volume 3-2, Stan. We've just been talking about it, but we're going to shut up right now because we've talked about
How many
it.
stars
I'm
would you
hoping
give
to
it?
go tomorrow, maybe.
How many stars would you give it, Stan? And yeah, so we don't have to spoil it. But what do you think? We liked it. I think four stars.
Maybe we should do a show on it and actually rank it once I've watched it. I know we don't do that for the Marvel shows up to now, but we could.
Did we ever? We did do the show on our rankings, didn't we?
Did, well, we did it on our charity show last year.
We
didn't
did, but we only spent about
yeah.
half an hour on it, and even then it was a bit.
Yeah, it's scraped.
I think also I think the children had got a little excited by that point.
Yeah, and you were eating hot sauce at the time.
I was trying to eat hot sauce.
We could do like
we could have another discussion
like an
about
hour's
that, I think.
discussion about the
What was my idea
Oh,
the other week
mouthfuls.
about hot sauce, Hugh?
Well,
Because I think we should do it.
yeah, but I tried to order, like, I wasn't going to tell you, but I was trying to order the Stegosaurus nacho holder, and they're always like 30 quid, and it's not worth 30 quid for a nacho holder.
Do you know what he means?
And then I
Yeah.
found one, and it was like, and I said at the time, I found one, I'm going to watch it, and I missed it, and it went for 15 quid.
Oof.
But all the rest are in the States, so I can't be bothered, like, ordering it.
Emma says she was really annoyed at herself last time she's in Walt Disney World because I fell asleep in Muppet Vision. This is the problem with the shows. because it is a tiring experience. It's Walt Disney World. It's hot, it's humid, it's big, it's walking, it's everything like that. And then you get in some air conditioning on a really comfy cinema seat and you go...
Carousel of Progress.
I've done it myself.
Great place for a nap.
Emma, you are allowed to go in a second time. Is that true? If you fall asleep, you can go in a second time. I like that rule. Or just not stand up, just stay in.
Stan gives Guardians of the Galaxy 4 stars. Not as good as the first two, says Stan. He added.
Christopher, do we have any trip reports?
No, we don't have any at all. What I was just going to say though was my idea, which I pitched to you a while ago, and I think we should do if we do a charity event this year, was hot sauce karaoke challenge. So we have to eat hot sauce. I'll get my ukulele and we have to sing songs.
We need to get some seriously hot sauce.
Yeah.
Just so you
like make a real
know,
challenge
Like
of it.
incapacitatingly hot.
I'm
Or
never
we could
doing
just
the
eat
hot
your
sauce.
chilies,
I'm
your
not
nugget
doing.
chilies when they're ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing the hot sauce challenge again. It wasn't the hotness of the hot sauce challenge. It was the churning stomach the day after. Like it was like there was animals in there
They weren't hot
moving
sauces.
round. It was
Not really.
awful. Oh, I was so ill. I hated it.
That's how I want to feel. I want to feel like that. I want to know I've been through it.
I get so jealous watching Hot Ones. You can buy the pack. I wonder if you can get it over here. But I'd like to get the full set and
But-
just to see what it's like.
Some people just deal with it though, don't
They
they?
do.
Like the guy who hosts it just deals with it.
Not every time he doesn't.
No.
Sometimes he's all right. Sometimes he's not.
David Blaine acted like he was eating a ham and cheese sarnie.
But David Blaine, he also does that mind over matter thing where he can like hot coal walk and
Yeah.
put pins through his hands and stuff, doesn't he? Because
And he was
he's able
doing
to
that.
stop his heart rate or whatever.
I watched Gordon Ramsay do it the other day. He was awful.
Oh, he was a wreck. Yeah.
He just could not cope with it.
See,
at all.
that's strange for a chef, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
It was
maybe he has really sensitive taste buds, and that's why he's a good chef.
Well, he was very unhappy with the flavour of a lot of them, wasn't he? But just in general with the heat, he just could not.
He was
cope
being a
with it.
bit of a wuss about it,
He
wasn't he?
was
He was
really
like,
being a wuss, yeah.
he was drinking everything and
Like more than Billy Bobby. What's she called? Is that her name?
Billy Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Millie
Millie
Bobby Brown.
Millie Billy Blue.
Millie Vanilli were on Hot Ones.
Millie Billy Bar. No. Yeah, her. She was just fine.
Right.
Oh,
Let's talk Disneyland Paris.
Ooh.
Who's
Sorry,
got some
go on,
questions for us to do with Disneyland Paris?
okay. Emma was also saying slept through the American show in Epcot. I wasn't mad about that. I wasn't mad about it.
We ran to get to that.
We ran, and as we were running to it, I was going, do you reckon anyone's ever run to the American Pavilion to watch the show? And we missed it by mere seconds. So still haven't done it. Next time we're going to do it.
I think it might be the only kind of like cinema show on Epcot we haven't done. So we wanted to
France.
No, we did it. We did France this time.
Did we?
Yeah.
Impressions
Impressions de France.
de France.
De France.
Did we?
I think so.
I don't think we did.
I think we did. It had all the people with the Breton hats on.
I don't remember.
Did Hugh not do it?
Anyway, we wanted to do the American Adventure thing, and we just happened to check the app, and we were in China, and it was starting in 5 minutes, and so we left Bonnie with my mum and dad and ran, and I mean like full pelt ran round Epcot like you're not meant to do, all to see the American Adventure, and everyone else is like, oh, sleep through it.
Is Muppets Mayhem out on Wednesday?
Apparently.
What's Muppets Mayhem?
Oh, it's the Electric Mayhem?
Yeah. Documentary.
Spin-off rockumentary with,
Oh, is it Spinal Tap with Muppets?
hopefully.
I'm in.
Is it a series? It's a series, isn't it? Is it?
I think so.
I think it's a series, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think so.
Philippa Miller, does anyone know if Lightning McQueen comes out in studios or at Santa Fe? Now, no, I don't think so. They had a Lightning McQueen-esque car in the Stars and Cars thing, didn't they? But it's not like the one with the moving eyes that can do meet and greets.
No.
Wow. No.
So no, I think the answer is no.
No.
But if somebody else wants to correct me on that and say that they've seen it happen, then please do let me know.
June did ask this earlier, so apologies, June, we missed it. But suggestions for what to do first for early hours. First visit to DLP.
Right.
What to do first?
If the Princess Pavilion is on your list of things to do, and it's not for everybody, I understand that, but if it is on your list to do, you have to do it in early magic hours. That's my opinion. Or you're just wasting 2 hours of your day. But for most people, that's not on their list. That's quite a niche thing.
Similarly, if you want to meet Stitch, going and getting in that queue in early magic hours is a good idea as well, because you can wait 2 hours otherwise. When we did it, we did exactly that, and we were half an hour wait, so it was okay.
I don't recommend Peter Pan's flight.
No, I agree.
Because I genuinely think it's one of those things that's like, just by chance, one day was a rush to get there, and then it's just a knock-on effect. And people think, well, it's like panic buying toilet rolls. Everyone was doing it, so then everyone else does it. So I think it's like that with Peter Pan. Everyone rushes to get there because they know everyone's going to try and get there first.
We did
but
Dumbo.
It's not worth it.
We did Dumbo last time because that's generally a 40-minute wait, and
What
it
do
was
we normally
5 minutes. But my big one is Star Tours because it's a
Yeah.
5-minute wait. You can go on there like 3 times, straight on, and you've still got all your early magic hours.
Similarly, I love being competitive on Buzz Lightyear, and we will
Buzz,
do Buzz 2 or 3 times. These days, now we haven't done this for early magic hours yet, but I'm hearing that web slingers in the studios, actually going to the studios instead of to the park, is the way to go, and go to web slingers, and then you might even be able to get Crusher's Coaster afterwards.
Oh, I've unplugged it here.
Oh yeah.
But Buzz Lightyear is a prime example of this. The photo opportunity, if you've got a photo pass, they're not there. The pictures aren't there. Now, whether or not they're saved and you can go back later and go back through them, I don't know. But it's worth knowing the shop there won't be open. So
Okay.
if
Good
it's
point.
one opportunity to go on there and you want a picture of it, you're probably not going to get one. And that could be the same for some of the other rides as well. I don't know.
Hannah Leanne, yes, Winnie the Pooh does... 2 things. I'm going to answer that. Winnie the Pooh does do meets at DLP. He's usually in front of Plaza Gardens, although depending on the seasonal thing, sometimes he's where Stitch is, which is outside Casey's Corner. But I think that's like when he's in a special outfit. If it's just regular Pooh, he's probably by Plaza. And then something else, as I was saying, it occurred to me in that Big Thunder Mountain is like part of my early magic hours these days, which it didn't used to be. And we did that last time. When you said what did we do, we ran to Big Thunder Mountain and did it as a walk on.
Yep,
like literal walk
talking,
on.
then that is a good one to go and do, because it can be quite a long and arduous queue during the day.
You have to walk quickly, but do not run. Please do not run. People will run, and it's shame on them.
But don't be that person.
What happened this time? Right. Here's the thing. It was last August when we went. We've told you we've had a little bit of time off. But they used to let everybody into the park an hour before the park opened, or half an hour before the park opened, and then people would be there for rope drop. And this means that you have a big crush of people all waiting to go in the same direction, and then the rope literally drops and they go. But last time in August, they kept us outside the turnstiles. Now, it's quite slow to get people through the turnstiles, which means when they open the park at 8:30, people start going drip, drip, drip through the gates. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So actually, it's not nearly as crazy, because it's a bit crazy when you stood waiting to get through the turnstiles. But once you're through, you don't really have to race anyone. You don't have to run anywhere, because you're already spaced out, if that makes sense.
June says it's interesting that we all call it DLP instead of DP.
Well,
Yeah. True.
DP means something rude.
Yes.
Does it? Does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. I don't think this is blue,
We'll
but
leave that there.
Yeah.
we were writing
Don't
a
Google
thing
it.
at uni, and we put the word dingleberry in just because we thought it was a cute nonsense word. We were meant to be putting a load of nonsense words, and we put dingleberry. And our tutor went, "Oh, you can't put that." And then we all had to look it up on Urban Dictionaries, and now I feel a bit like that. But also, I don't think many people know. But I don't know what DP is. Is it bad?
Let's
Just drop it.
Okay.
Let's move. Let's move on very quickly. We'll tell you when we're off air.
Now everyone's looking up Dingleberry as well.
I know what that is.
I don't think that's the reason.
I thought it was a dangleberry.
I'm not sure that's the reason people call it that.
No.
I think DLP's got a good ring to it.
It's got a flow, hasn't it?
DP's a bit. You miss it. Like, what? What was
But
that?
also, what do they call Disneyland California DLC? Or DC?
DL.
Or DL? Right, so it kind of comes off that, I guess, probably.
So there's WDW, DL, DLT. What's Disneyland Tokyo?
DLT?
DLT. Must be. Anyway.
Who knows?
PDA.
I don't know. Everyone's got
Pat
Urban
Gastrix.
Dictionary open on the phones now, and I feel like we've gone very... Sorry, my fault.
It's an education, people.
Diogo says, "Oh no, this took a turn."
And Katya says, "Oh my god."
Right.
I don't even have a jingle for it. I feel like I should have a jingle for this.
For what exactly?
Just play the grumpy
Okay,
one.
Emma Sylvester. Random as far as I can tell. You'll hear music just before he starts. Goes, I don't know what she's talking about. I just wanted to change the subject.
Oh.
Goes from just by Crush's Coast. Oh, it's Lightning McQueen.
TDL Tokyo Disneyland.
Uh-huh.
Says John.
How about this one? Let's move on.
So Emma is answering the question about Lightning McQueen in that he goes randomly and you'll hear the music before he goes. There's a lot of stars in cars and little cavalcades that go around Walt Disney Studios now, and I absolutely love it. It's what it's been needing. It makes it a bit more
Is it all
kinetic.
still up on that?
Yeah.
It wasn't just a COVID thing then?
No, it's still going on. We love it.
They still do cavalcades in the park as well, in the main Disney park.
Well, it's all switched over to 30th. Like, technically,
suppose so.
the
Yeah.
Dream Shine Brighter was a cavalcade, not a parade, although it was a pretty big cavalcade.
Yeah.
Or a pretty small parade.
Yeah.
Whichever way you look at it. So that kind of replaced that, I think.
DCA, Disney California Adventure. We're getting them all here now. TDL, Tokyo Disneyland.
Mm.
I love an acronym, me.
Yeah.
Love them. Brilliant.
OMG.
Yeah.
Omnimover's great.
Oh, right. More Disneyland Paris questions. Shoot.
Have we got any trip reports?
But
We
no,
don't, do we?
there's nothing. No, we've got nothing. We got through them all last week. It's
Let's
all
just
been,
finish.
Yeah.
We did. I do like to shout out other YouTubers, and me and Hugh watched a good breakdown video from DSNY Newscast this week, talking about like the future of Walt Disney Studios, and it's a lot of speculation, a lot of which we've already done. He was giving sort of the history of the Star Wars land and how it just started getting removed from press releases and stuff, and then he was speculating what it could be and what it should be. The Lion King rumour seems strong and well founded, but he had a similar take on it to us in that it's a Serengeti in a climate that gets very cold in winter, but also right next to a massive lake.
A bit like Return to Oz, which we reviewed last week, in that was set in Texas but filmed in Wiltshire.
Yeah. No, Kansas.
Kansas, sorry.
Yeah.
Kansas, not Texas. No.
So I just, if you're interested in
Thank you.
Disneyland Paris, which you clearly all are, otherwise why would you spend Sundays with us? I do recommend you watch that video because it was quite an educated breakdown.
While we're talking about other podcasts and things and shows, congratulations to Mercedes from Chat Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Can I just say,
pop to
yay,
Sprog.
babies? Can I just say that? Because this is my... I don't know why it's my thing. It's become my thing for many, many years. But whenever anyone
that's what you
announces that they're pregnant or that they've just had a child, I always put in the comments, yay, babies. But I almost did it. I put yay, but then I left the babies bit out because I suddenly thought, ooh, spoiler alert, I don't want people to not.
I saw you reply to her and say, I've got something that I always say, and I thought it'll be, I wonder if it's yay babies.
Yay, babies!
Yay, babies!
We do have some questions then. Philippa says, favourite snacks?
The Darth Vader Mickey Waffle from Adventureland for Discoveryland.
Anything with Laughing Cow in it.
The mango whip for pudding, but savoury.
Pineapple
I'm
whip.
going with a Mustafa Bites.
Pineapple whip for me, and that because that's the only snack I've ever had apart from a Mickey premium bar.
And don't underestimate the croque monsieurs that they do in various like novelty shapes.
Are you going to do that in a Darth Vader voice, Hugh?
I was, but I actually looked at my cup and it's too full.
It's the wrong
to do
cup.
the proper. It's too. it's not cavernous enough.
Don't underestimate.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm having to squeeze my mouth very much in order to be able to do this.
Jenny really needs to know if you can have breakfast at other hotels other than the ones you are staying in.
Do it. Just
yes, you can. I think you need to book the same way you would book any other restaurant reservation. No?
You can't book breakfast. You turn up, they take your card or your money, and you go in. You just have to queue like anybody
Have you
else.
done it?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris has done it.
I did it in that I didn't have a breakfast thing, and I went to the Cheyenne and had breakfast there. So yeah. And I've also seen it come up in chat questions on various different Facebook pages, which, if you want me to have a moan, by the way, I'm quite happy to have a moan about something that frustrates me.
Oh, we will. Let's get these questions out of the way, then you can moan away. So, Jenny, the answer is yes. That was easy. And I recommend it. I think the hotel breakfasts are excellent, so do that. Kira, are there ever any surprise meet and greets in the park, or is it always on the app? I want to say yes, although that's... I would have to compare my notes with the app, but certainly you can get them. You see a lot of characters walking around the park on the way place and on the way others. They won't stop for you because if they do, they'll get mobbed. But there's lots of opportunity to wave.
Well, Aaron replied to this. There are surprise ones.
But what
DLP report often posts when there's unscheduled meets.
What I was going to work on to say is. They do these training meet and greets, which is often for like new cast members to get sort of trained on the process. And where they usually do those is that little corridor down by Casey Jr. because there's a cast member entrance and exit down there. So under the bridge near the Storybook rides or down there, you will get unscheduled ones. But yeah, Aaron's answered it as well.
The solo show, Stan, is wondering if there's an acronym for alien swirling saucers.
Oh,
not sure.
Hannah Leanne says that everything I've just said is wrong. But says if you have a meal plan, you can only use it in the hotel that you're staying in, not in the others.
Oh, for the meal plan tokens. But you can have breakfast in other places.
Yeah.
But you might not be able to use your tokens.
Quite possibly.
Okay.
Citation needed.
Yeah.
Aaron says also down the side of Hyperion. I've never had an unscheduled meet down the side of Hyperion, but I will take your
I like
word
it down
for
there
that.
because we've only been down there like a couple of times, but when the railway reopened and we could go down.
Oh yeah, that I know what you mean.
And you can get off at Discoveryland. Do you know when you find a new bit and you go, I've never been here before? I like when you go up to Route 66, whatever it's called now, and it just opens out in front of you, and it's really fun. When you turn left in Toy Story Land at that shop between RC Racer and the shop, and you go, "Ooh, I've never turned left here." It's exciting.
I tell you where else to do unscheduled meet and greets, and that's on the right as you go into before you go into Studio 1 in the studios.
Outside the shop.
They're usually scheduled. The ones on the other side by like the gate, by what used to be the photo shop, are not. I think. So exciting. Stan Solo says, after me talking to DLP for the last 3 to 4 weeks, my wife wants to go now. Well, take her, please.
She's earned it. Some more videos.
She does.
It can be the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Yes. But you did say to tell her to manage her expectations. But take her. It's amazing.
Andrew says, popped into Oxford Street Disney store this week.
Ooh.
Actually impressed. They seem to be doing new pins every week now. They also had a lot of Star Wars and Marvel figurines that I'd not seen before.
Oh, cool.
Do you know, just on that subject, you know now that Shop Disney is almost entirely online, except for Oxford Street, they do a lot of parks merchandise on there, which I suppose is good. But it feels like cheating.
It does a little bit.
You know, like when you fly across an ocean to go to a particular place and you get a Spirit jersey as a memory and it's all precious, and then you come back and you look on Shop Disney and the same Spirit jersey is just there.
Trying to get those ride books. How excited was I when the new ride books come out each time? And you brought back the Pirates of the Caribbean one for me, well, I don't know if you can now, but they've certainly been on there at times and available to buy. Just seems a little bit like it
Yeah, it's
cheating's the
cheating.
right word.
It's just taking the thrill out of the merch a bit. It doesn't mean as much as it used to.
Chris, I've gone off this drink.
Have you?
It's taken on like a potatoey taste.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
That's why I stuck with my strawberry. I don't like the earthiness
What,
of
because
mango.
you knew it was going to start to taste potatoey?
I find mango earthy in general.
Ah.
Right. We have got a Patreon show on next, haven't we?
Yeah.
So, if you are a Patreon member, you can join us on there for an extra 20 minutes when we will be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy and we will be talking about Peter Pan and Wendy.
I've actually remembered to post the link this week as well.
No, what we're doing spoilers though.
No,
I hope
no
not.
spoilers.
Please don't.
And we will be doing lots of other, Disney-related things that are perhaps not Disneyland Paris, but maybe of interest to you. Things like Walt Disney World and DVC and that kind of thing is what we do on our Patreon channel. So if you want to be a Patreon, just to help keep the lights on in 37 Disney Street, it's just £3 a month, and you can join us at Patreon / well, the link's in the description. Chris knows
You're
this
close
stuff.
enough. Go to patreon.com.
Patreon.com.
37 Disney Street.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So, until then, I've been Lucy. These have been the boys. Goodbye.
Ciao.
Right.